Good morning. So I just woke up. Hi. I just woke up. So I wanted to talk a little bit about very interesting text I got this morning and a conversation I had with a younger sister last night, wondering why this guy that she was kind of interested in was able to juggle all of these different women, and how is it possible? It's only so many hours in the day, blah, blah, blah. And, how is it possible? And so I'm going to try to tie these things in because they're all related. And at the same time, I want to give a shout out to this site that I've fallen in love with called What Evolved Women Want. And really talk about people. I don't want to say settling. I don't know if it's settling. I don't know if it's a feel for the space in between. I don't know what you want to call it. I mean, different people will call it different things, I'm sure. But, far too many of us are willing to endure things we don't want to be in something. And so anyway, I got a text this morning from a person that I run into every so often that I've never really given a chance because he's just, for lack of better terms, whack to me. And this is why he's whack. This is the message he sends me at 7:30 this morning. Hey, how are you? Miss your smile. Is that skin peeling? Yep. Look at that. Oh, boy. This is going to be fun. Hey, I miss your smile. Sorry, y'all. I've been picking my forehead, too. Look at that nose. When that nose starts peeling out, it's going to go, see it? Okay, anyway. Hey, how are you? I miss your smile. Never been on a date with me because he was one of those dudes who, when he would call, would always be like, can I come see you? And I just don't know what woman just lets, or what man for that fact, just lets random people in their house. I'm not that person. I can count how many people have been in my home in the years that I've been living here. And most of them have either been family, very, very close friends, or my mate. You don't just get to come inside my house. I don't know you. It's not about stealing. For me, it's about energy. You're not bringing your energy into my home space. This is my sanctuary, for real, for real. This is my retreat. So, when I need to pull away from energetic stuff, I come home. You don't get to just come into that space unless you are bringing more than your penis and possibly some financial gain. Basically, that's what his message boiled down to. You're looking for a boyfriend, huh? Well, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. No, I'm not looking for that. I just want a woman who smells good, knows how to act, and looks good, to be a friend, and I can do something for you or take you out to eat, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if the key word do something for you does something for certain chicks where they're like, ooh, he gonna do something for me, ooh, but I'm not impressed. I do a lot for myself, number one, so what you do or don't do is not going to, I could use a lot of things. If you want to help, that's wonderful. Yay. But I don't need you to do something. What is something? What is something? And what does something cost me in the long run? Like, what is something requiring of me? Like, that, I don't know, and I ain't never, like I said some months ago when I got the $800 offer at the store, I ain't never done a little something strange for a little piece of change. That just ain't my MO. I don't care what kind of self-esteem issues I've had or how I felt about myself. Selling myself has not been an option for me. since I was a teenager. That just wasn't a route I was ever going to choose, and it's still not. And I'm grown well, I don't know if I'm grown, because we're always growing, but yeah, no. So anyway, I'm like, who is this like a keyword conversation like, oh yeah, he just gonna do something for me or take me out to eat. I'm not 12 or 16 and I'm not hard up for a meal. I feed myself very well. What? And so then I have this younger sister who was dealing with a brother who she was basically making herself a jump off. And she said, how could he have so many women? And I was like, because there's so many women who are willing just to settle for a piece of partiality. Even a lot of this polygamy and polygyny talk. I laugh when women talk this stuff because most of the women who are talking about they're willing to be polygamous are truly women who are just settling because they're tired of being cheated on. And they don't believe that no man cannot cheat. I believe that men can be monogamous and men choose to be monogamous. And that's why I love the What Evolved Women Want site, because that's the one site where I don't hear a man making excuses for the inconsistencies, infidelity, immaturity of men. Like, I'm so sick of excuses being made. I agree with social engineering. I believe that men have been emotionally castrated and altered and rewired and pre-wired. But I know personally, I have some really good friends that are faithful men that I've known since childhood who don't cheat on their mates. My brother does not cheat on his wife. I know this for a fact. I have a really great guy friend. Doesn't cheat on his wife. He doesn't cheat. So, and I know more than two. I could name them all, but I'm just not going to go through all that right now. My point being, ladies, if we want what we want, we got to quit settling for what we don't want. You know what I'm saying? And then being mad that we didn't get what we didn't want. You didn't get what you didn't want because you decided that you didn't want what you wanted. You took what was behind door number 2 when you wanted what was behind door number 1. I don't know how to say it any other way. But my point being, she was like, well, how? I mean, there's only so many hours in a day. I'm like, well, when so many women are willing just to be a jump off. You know, you don't have to take them nowhere. You don't have to buy them nothing. You don't have to spend or invest any real quality time. You can send a random text once every 3 weeks and she's, spending 5 hours getting ready for the potentiality of you coming over to screw her. I mean, it's easy to have that many women. You're not investing anything of yourself. You're not giving up anything. You're coming for what you want. And let me just say this. The man that's for me is not running from a relationship. Like, that's not his opening line. His opening line is not like, hey, yeah, I think you're everything, but I'm not looking for a relationship. Like, he's not afraid of a relationship. He's not setting the preference. And honestly, if you set that kind of preference with me, that you want to be my friend, I can be your friend, but you're not going to want to be the kind of friend that I'm going to be, because I'm going to be your damn friend. And you probably don't really want a friend like me. Because I don't do friends with benefits. That's not... I mean, if I don't let people into my house, how much harder is it to get into my body? You know? And most men who say they want a friend want somebody that they can screw at their leisure with a minimal effort. I'm not her. So to all the ladies out here who keep fooling themselves into saying that they can deal with what's at hand, just be real with yourself and then know what you're accepting and and run with it. But if you are willing to accept whatever, you're gonna get whatever. I just recently had a situation where basically I had a choice of whether I was gonna accept less than I knew I wanted and deserved and run with it just to remain attached to something, or if I was going to let it go. And I have a lot of girlfriends that say, we're not as strong as you. We can't let go that easy. I'm like, it's not strength. Actually, I think it takes a lot of strength to hold on to something that's damaging to your being constantly, that makes you feel less than beautiful and less than attractive and insecure and unsure about yourself, and that makes you desperate and thirsty and tired. I think that takes more strength. I think it's so much easier to let things go that are not working for you. I'm like Dave Chappelle. Sometimes quitting is good. He said that in his comedy show. Sometimes quitting is good. Like, let it go. It's not what you want. And to think that you can make somebody into who you want them to be just because you like them is ridiculous. At the end of the day, I don't care how much I love any one person. I do not care how much I love you, how wonderful you are, how beautiful you are, how fine you are. There are infinite possibilities out here. For me, there's not just one. There are infinite ones. And all I have to do is align myself to meet those infinite opportunities for a new adventure. I am not scared of there not being anyone. First of all, if there never comes anyone, no other dude ever wants to step up to the plate, I have a really good time with myself. I love myself. And when I'm single, I realize how much I miss sometimes that just pouring into me and being with me and enjoying me and making videos. I don't hardly make videos when I'm in a relationship. My energy is elsewhere, or just whatever, getting up and going and not having to say, hey, I'm getting ready to go, or, do you want to, whatever. I like the freedom in my single self. I do. I also like what I get in a relationship. I like the different aspects of being in a relationship. I like having someone to cuddle with and sleep with and share life with, and knowing that you got a buddy to do things with. And when you get ready to go do something, it's like you got a teammate. I love having a teammate. I love partners. I love partnerships. And so that's what I'm on. Like a boyfriend, I need a partner. I need a mate. So if you talking boyfriend talk and, you just want a friend that looks good, smells good, and knows how to act, you sound like you more like need a pet. It smells good, looks good, and know how to, you need like a pet. I don't know what you need. You need a plant, maybe? A plant that's supposed to be, I don't know. But you don't need me. I have a mind and thoughts and yeah. Anyway, if we are willing to allow, look at my little skin. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking at myself. My bad. If we allow ourselves to be treated all these different kinds of ways, we cannot be upset that we're being treated these different kinds of ways. And it's just knowing what you want and knowing that there's not a scarcity as the world might think you. Beautiful things, and I don't mean physically beautiful, but beautiful things are rare at times, but they're not extinct. And I just believe that if you know that you are love and you know that you give love, love is everywhere for you. And it doesn't just have to be in the opposite sex. I mean, I meet people that genuinely love me everywhere. Like, I meet people that love me everywhere I go. I meet someone who's like family almost everywhere I go. I don't meet strangers. I have beautiful one-time connections with people that are so in depth and deep and beautiful. There's no reason to settle for something that's breaking your spirit down over and over time, that's killing your self-esteem, that's making you question who you are as a woman or a man, because it's not just for women, but women, really quit lying to yourselves, and if you've decided that you are going to take shorts, then accept that that's what you decided to take. Don't complain about it. Don't blog about it. Don't blame the man. Especially when you have men who are telling you they don't want a relationship off top. Trust him. If he says he doesn't want a relationship, he doesn't want a relationship. If he says he's not in a relationship with you, he's not in a relationship with you. I don't care how much he sticks around. He's not in a relationship with you. It's here. It doesn't matter what he's acting out if he's convinced himself anything other than what it is. He could be madly in love with you. But if he's not willing to see it, it doesn't matter. Okay? Gotta do better. Gotta want better. Gotta be better. Gotta love better. Ourselves. We gotta quit making other people responsible for our happiness. And we gotta quit letting other people dictate what that is. Because you gonna do something for me? Like, something for me? What the hell is that? Like, something. Ooh, he's gotta do something for me. 7:26. I get that kind of text. Now, a lot of women would be like, I need some new shoes, and can you pay this bill? And then they wonder why they're not happy. Yeah, your bill is paid, got a new pair of shoes, but how do you feel about you? And is that what you really want? We got to quit letting people give us these Cracker Jack prizes like they're doing us a favor. Dude, you're not doing me no favor. You're not. I'm sorry. So, with that being said, choose wisely. Make up your mind. Be clear about what you want. Know what you want. Know what you deserve. Know what you like. And I don't like to say deserve because, what does anyone deserve? But know what you're willing to accept and not accept. And trust me, there is someone, somewhere, willing to give you exactly what you know you can have. But you gotta know you can have it. You gotta know you can have it. But if you put yourself in the category of a jump off, then know you're a jump off and just be a jump off and be happy with that. I don't want to be a jump off. I want to be goddess. I want to be worshipped and honored and adored, and I want somebody that I can pour that into. And most people who come in with the jump off speech, they ain't ready to be treated like God. They don't even know they're God yet. If they were God, they wouldn't approach God like that. Because that's ultimately what it's saying. When men aren't willing to step up to the plate, or women in how they carry themselves, their integrity and their dignity and their respect for their own person, how they give themselves out. A man who's willing to sleep with anybody does not know he's God. I don't give a damn how many books he's read or how much he says it. You cannot know you God if you can just screw anybody. Energetically, you just cannot be God. God knows that even if not for self, you're responsible for how you impact the lives of other people. So you have to be mindful and aware of what you're doing to someone else. So God doesn't behave like that. That's just my opinion. And on that note, I'm out because I've been running my mouth for 20 minutes and I don't even know if I said anything. So, anyway, peace.